Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Wellness Wednesday. Today, we're going to talk about the alarming surge in infertility and why you should care about this. Over the past half century, there has been a disturbing and unprecedented rise in infertility rates across the globe. The once assumed notion of fertility as a given has been shaken by an intricate interplay of factors ranging from nutrition and lifestyle choices to environmental toxins. Infertility is a growing problem around the world, and according to the WHO, 1 in 6 couples has difficulty conceiving or carrying a pregnancy to term. And this number has been steadily increasing over the last 50 years. The number of couples struggling with their infertility has been steadily going up. And in fact, the rates of infertility has doubled since 1973. So today I'm going to discuss with you why I think that you should care about this alarming trend, even if you are like me, never had a problem having children, and I have no desire to have any more children. But the reason why you should care is because, as you know, I always stress that we need to avoid getting overly attached to the drama of reacting to symptoms, and infertility is yet another symptom. That is why we're going to focus on the multifaceted causes of this concerning trend, because this trend is a red flag. It is the smoke detector going off. And to just ignore that smoke detector because it's not in our house is not smart. Because guess what? If that house burns down and the fire spreads to the rest of the community, your house can get burnt down too, right? So we need to look and understand the root causes of what's triggering this significant rise, because we are going to pay particular attention to things that could be of grave concern to all of us, such as the detrimental effect of phthalates on male fertility and female hormonal balance. So now, infertility is a complex issue with a range of potential causes. While some causes are related to biological factors, others are influenced by things such as lifestyle, environmental exposures, and even medical conditions. So, here are some of the key factors that can contribute to infertility. Number one, age. One of the most significant factors influencing fertility is age. And as women age, the quality and the quantity of their eggs decrease, making it more challenging to conceive. And this is becoming an issue because more and more of us are waiting to have children. We are handing ourselves to our almighty careers, prioritizing our careers over the beautiful balance of having family and revering the possibility of bringing forth life into this world. Guess what? Fortune 500, they can wait. They'll be here. But your fertility is not going to be here as you get older, ladies. So keep that in mind, please. And also, it becomes more and more challenging to acquire a mate, to acquire a husband who's going to be with you through thick and thin. The older you get, the more difficult it is to establish relationships that can sustain the trials and tribulations of being together. Now, the other thing that declines with age is men's fertility. Although the decline is generally much more gradual, and you know the story, they can be in their 70s and 80s and still be able to have a child, even if they can't get it up, right, ladies? But anyway, I digress. Now, another important factor is hormonal imbalances and imbalances in the reproductive organs. Hormonal imbalances can disrupt ovulation in women and also affect sperm production in men. Conditions like polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, in women and low testosterone in men can impact fertility. Studies have shown that hormonal imbalances have a significant impact not only on fertility, but it can also contribute to other health issues such as obesity, metabolic syndrome, and cardiovascular disease. And all of these things can therefore, once again, cycle into attributing to the rise in infertility. So, a decline in sperm count and testosterone levels among men has raised significant concerns about male reproductive health. These changes impact fertility and overall well being. Some key statistics that you need to know are The Human Reproductive Update reported a decline of 52.4% in sperm concentration and 59.3% in sperm count among men from Western countries across the span of the past 4 decades. Testosterone levels have also been decreasing. Different studies have shown that testosterone levels in American men have been declining over the past few decades. The study observed a decline of approximately 1% per year over the years of 1987 to 2004. Scary. Other things that contribute to infertility are medical conditions. Certain medical conditions can affect fertility. As I said before, in women, things like endometriosis, fibroids, polyps, all of these can interfere with conception. And in men, conditions such as swollen veins in the scrotum and certain genetic conditions can impact sperm production. Now, in addition to that, another significant thing to consider when we're looking at infertility is lifestyle factors. Now, there's several lifestyle factors that we need to be aware of in terms of their negative impact on fertility, such as smoking. Not a aha moment for most of us, right? Smoking can reduce fertility in both men and women by affecting the egg and the sperm quality and disrupting hormone levels. Alcohol and drug use, excessive alcohol consumption, and illicit drug use can impair fertility and increase the risk of miscarriages. Obesity can lead to hormonal imbalances, insulin resistance. Both of these affect ovulation and sperm quality. Chronic stress can disrupt hormonal balance and interfere with ovulation and sperm production. Poor diet. We can't overlook, I keep on stressing this to you guys, we cannot overlook the impact of changing dietary and lifestyle habits on the increase in infertility rates. The transition from traditional diets that were rich in nutrients to the modern diets that are laden with processed foods has led to deficiencies in critical nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and research has pointed out a link between inadequate intake of antioxidants, zinc, and folate in the compromised fertility in both men and women. And sedentary lifestyles, I tell you, between that and the high stress levels, it further exacerbates the issue because physical inactivity contributes to obesity and insulin resistance. Both of these have been implicated in infertility. Now, in addition to lifestyle factors, in addition to age, we also have to think about environmental exposures. Exposure to environmental toxins such as pesticides, heavy metals, chemicals, phthalates, and all of these can interfere with the function and hormonal balances. And we're going to do a deep dive into phthalates, right? Now, the other thing that can affect infertility rates are infections and sexually transmitted diseases. Certain infections, such as chlamydia, gonorrhea, can lead to infertility if left untreated. These infections can cause scarring and damage to the reproductive organs. PID, or pelvic inflammatory disease, is an infection of the female reproductive organs, and it can result from untreated STDs or other infections. It can cause, again, scarring and blockages in fallopian tubes, also leading to infertility. Medications and treatments. Some medications, such as chemotherapy drugs, antipsychotics, can impact infertility. Additionally, certain medical treatments, such as radiation therapy, can affect reproductive organs. And then genetic factors also play a role, but very, very small role. Some individuals can inherit in conditions that affect the reproductive organs or the hormonal productions. So now, despite all of these things, there are some people that have quote unquote unexplained infertility issues. And this is seen even though they go through a lot of testing, they still can't find the roots of the infertility. And I understand that this can be so frustrating for couples, but the advancement in different reproductive technologies can sometimes provide options. Now, it's important to note that both the man and the woman can contribute to infertility. And addressing fertility issues often requires a comprehensive approach that considers the health and lifestyle of both individuals. And what I always share with my clients is even before you decide you want to have a baby, you need to be preparing yourself. And a lot of times, those quote unquote infertility issues can be resolved by simply focusing on improving your overall health. Now, I'm going to do a deep dive into one of the contributing causes of infertility because I think it's often overlooked, and that is environmental toxins, in particular phthalates. Among the most concerning factors contributing to the infertility epidemic is phthalates. Now, these are a group of chemicals commonly used in plastics, cosmetics, and other consumer products. And they become pervasive in our environment, seeping into our food, into our water, and even the air that we breathe. These are plasticizers that are used to enhance the flexibility of the plastics, the transparency, and the durability of various materials. They're commonly found in things like PVC pipes, vinyl flooring, personal care items, food packaging. However, their widespread use comes at a cost to our health. That's why I said we should all be concerned about the rise in infertility because it is giving us a peephole into seeing the dangers that are lurking behind this particular symptom, right? And I really, really impress upon you, even if you have no desire to have any more children, like myself, we need to be concerned about this. So now, let's talk about the effects of phthalates on male fertility. There's a growing body of evidence that suggests that sperm count and testosterone level in men has been declining over the past 50 years and that it can be linked to phthalates. The reason for this decline is not fully understood, but numerous studies have shown that exposure to phthalates with adverse effects on male fertility. These chemicals have been shown to disrupt the endocrine function and interfere with sperm production and increase the risk of DNA damage in the sperm. Research also suggests that phthalates may contribute to decreased sperm quality and lower sperm counts and even erectile dysfunction. Phthalates are a group of chemicals, as I said, that are used in so many of our products. And so we have to really start looking at the different products that we're using and be aware of their connection to various health problems, including infertility. Now, whatever the reason for the decline in sperm count and testosterone levels, we have to understand that this makes it even more difficult for couples to conceive. And phthalates also have a significant impact on the female hormonal balance. They can lead to disruption in the delicate interplay between estrogen and all the other hormones, potentially leading to irregular menstrual cycles, impaired ovulation, diminished egg quality, and an increase in the risk of miscarriage. Studies have suggested that exposure to phthalates may also contribute to polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, and early menopause. So now, let's talk about ways to reduce the risk of infertility, otherwise known as let's talk about ways to improve your health, to improve your fertility, because the improvement of your fertility is connected to your overall sexual vitality and overall abundance of energy and health and well-being. So now there are a couple of things that you can do to improve your fertility. And these include things like maintaining a healthy weight. Being overweight or obese can increase your risk of infertility. Avoid smoking, drinking alcohol, drug use. These habits can all harm your fertility. Get regular exercise. Exercise can improve your overall health and fertility. And here's my little Sophia. Yes, my mama baby. And she says yes. She makes sure that mama does her exercise every single day. I do my walking, okay? And eat a healthy diet that is filled with fruits and vegetables and whole grains. Limit your exposure to environmental toxins, especially the plastics that contain those phthalates. And if you're concerned about your fertility, talk with your healthcare provider because there are a number of tests that can be done that can help you to get pregnant. Now, I'm going to lastly, I'm going to talk to you about ways to reduce your exposure to phthalates because you may not even be aware of all the different ways that we are being exposed to these chemicals. And it's important to make your decisions in a conscious manner in various aspects of your life. And here are some practical steps that will help you to minimize exposure to these chemicals. So, choose phthalate-free products. When shopping for personal care products and household items and food containers, opt for the products that are labeled as phthalate-free or BPA-free. Look for products that are made from alternative materials that are less likely to contain the phthalates. Use natural and organic cosmetics. That's why I love essential oils so very much. So many conventional cosmetics and beauty products contain phthalates. So switching to natural and organic alternatives that use fewer synthetic chemicals is definitely a boom. And look at the ingredients list. Avoid things like fragrance and DEP and DBP and DEP or DEHP, as these can indicate the presence of phthalates. Choose glass and stainless steel containers. Avoid plastic containers for food and beverages, especially when heating, and opt for using these, especially when you're storing also hot foods. Opt for the glass and stainless steel and the non-plastic alternatives for food storage and water containers, okay? And also limit your packaged and processed foods because phthalates can leach into the packaged and processed foods from the plastic containers, the plastic films, and the wrappers. So choose fresh whole foods and try to minimize your consumption of highly processed foods. Microwave with caution. I tell you, don't even microwave at all. I don't even have a microwave in my house, but if you're going to microwave, avoid microwaving food in plastic containers as the heat will cause the phthalates to leach into your food. Use microwave safe glass or ceramic containers instead. And use natural cleaning products. Many conventional cleaning products contain synthetic fragrances, and these contain those phthalates, those endocrine disruptors, those hormonal disruptors. So switch to natural, eco-friendly cleaning products and use essential oils, yay, 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 rather than other natural, quote unquote, natural scents, right? And wash your hands thoroughly after handling produce that potentially contain phthalates, such as plastic items, receipts. Rinse your foods, your fruits, your vegetables well before eating, as phthalates can also be found on their surfaces. Avoid vinyl and PVC products and choose products that are made from safer materials such as wood, cloth, or silicone. Ventilate your living spaces because indoor quality matters. Proper ventilation can help to reduce phthalates that may off gas from products like the vinyl flooring, new furniture, and other plastic items that you may have in your home. Be mindful of fragrances. I'm going to emphasize this. All of those scented stuff like your scented laundry detergent, your scented dryer sheets, your all the different fragrances and all of that kind of stuff, air fresheners, scented candles, these contain phthalates. That is what gives them their fragrance. So opt for unscented or naturally scented alternatives, aka essential oils once again. And check your children's toys, your grandbaby's toys, your niece and nephew's toys, because soft plastic toys can contain phthalates. And toys are labeled phthalate free. Those are the ones that you want because they're made with safer materials. And last but not least, educate yourself. Stay informed about products and materials that are more likely to contain phthalates and familiarize yourself with their names and resources to make informed decisions. By incorporating these practices into your daily life, you can make proactive steps to reduce your exposure to phthalates, promote healthier environment for yourself and your family. So in conclusion, I'm saying to you, we are all concerned about the alarming rates of infertility, not only because of the sadness that it causes for couples that have to go through that, but because it's a complex issue that has lots of root causal factors. And these root causal factors are what we should really be drilling down into and addressing. Sadly, infertility is a serious problem that affects millions of couples around the world. Nutrition, lifestyle choices, environmental toxins like phthalates all play critical roles in shaping the fertility landscape. It is crucial for individuals, healthcare professionals, lawmakers, policymakers to recognize the urgency of addressing these factors to reverse the current trend. Implementing lifestyle changes, advocating for stricter regulations on environmental toxins, promoting research into effective interventions are all essential steps toward mitigating the impact of infertility on our society. And if you are concerned about your fertility, there are a number of things that you can do to reduce your risk. These include, as I said before, healthy weight, avoid smoking, drinking, getting regular exercise, a healthy diet, limiting exposure to toxins, and seeking guidance from qualified healthcare providers that can give you recommendations and get to the bottom of what may be some of the root causes that are contributing to your fertility status. So I hope that this has been a help to you. I hope it has given you some insight. If you've enjoyed this, please share this information with the ones that you care about. Until next time, God bless.